Hello, Prudential Sales Executives, for our video message of the week. All right, this week I have a special message for you and it has to do with our mindset and how we think. And it ties to a half marathon that a group of friends ran, recently. And I want to share this with you because I really think it's a strong message and really gets a point across dealing with mindset and how we think. All right, so here we go. Recently, prior to the race, a couple of my friends were dealing with shin splints, from running. And so really about 3 weeks or so prior to the race, they really couldn't run because of the challenges. They were severe shin splints that they were dealing with. But they stuck it out and they said, you know what, I'm going to do the race anyways. So they start off and they're running the race. Well, through X part of the race, you know what, they're getting tired. They really don't know if they can finish. They don't know how far they've run. And while they're running and they're exhausted, they ask another runner and they say, you know what, do you know where we're at? I mean, how far? Now, at this moment in time, they're thinking that they've run maybe halfway, maybe a little bit less than halfway. And they are lethargic and they're saying to themselves, I'm just not going to finish. I'm just not going to be able to finish this time. Well, when they asked that question, the other runner told them and communicated, oh, we are just past the 10-mile mark. And they went, oh, we're past 10 miles? I only have about 3 miles left. I can finish. All right, now I feel better. And they start taking off and they finish the race. Now, what's the moral of the story? Think about this. Think about how powerful this message is. You're running, you're exhausted, you're lethargic, you just can't finish. Why? Well, you think that there's this much more time in the race. But what has changed here? One thing. Someone told you that there's really only this much time left in the race, and now you're rejuvenated to finish out that race. Nothing's changed but how you viewed, the race. How your mindset thought about it. Oh, well, now I can finish. It's not like your body changed. It's not like you aren't as tired as you were a second ago, or maybe you aren't. Why? Because it was all a thought process. How do we bring that back to our business? Think about it. We just ended January, starting February now. Are you on pace for February? Were you on pace for January? You're starting a new month. What can you do now? Well, a couple things are happening. Are you thinking positively and productively going forward, regardless of how you view January? January's over. There's nothing you're going to do to change January. What you can affect is today, and you can affect going forward into February. So what you want to make sure, think about that running story, just about a tweak in mindset. You know what? Regardless, now if you had a great January, keep it up. But regardless of how January, let's say January did not go as productively as you wanted. No problem. Start now and say, you know what? I can finish this race strong. I am going to kick it back in and have a great February, regardless of what I thought about my January, frustrations or not. The key with mindset is at a moment in time, we can change the way we think if we want to. So the moral of the story, and in conclusion is, get focused on February, get focused on now, and let's have a kick butt February going forward. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.